to brands that I was working for clients, for the directors and co-creators that I worked with, and I lost my motivation to create. I lost my creative impulse, and that went on, and I was dissatisfied, and I just had a really hard time getting it back. But then I finally did. And I started to work in higher education, and I started to work with so many different people out there, and I noticed all the common themes that people had, why they were procrastinating, why they were afraid to start, why they were afraid they might not finish a project. And I can tell you, there's a simple solution to get over your procrastination, and that is this. To be creative, you have to do creative. Okay? I'll say it one more time. To be creative, you have to actually do creative. Okay, so that seems simple enough, but sometimes it's a lot easier said than done. Picasso was quoted for saying, "Inspiration exists, but it has to find you working." Well, I think we should get to work right here this morning, and I'm going to have you do some creating right here, right now, before you go out into the conference. Are you ready for that? Yeah? Okay. I thought maybe you thought you were just going to have your coffee, chill out, wait for the next talk. We're going to get you to work. But that's going to require you to use and activate what I call your 4 creative action points. That's imagine, make, connect, and reflect. So we're going to start now. I want you to think about the biggest creative struggle that you're facing. Maybe an unmet creative urge, procrastination, creative block. You name it, imagine it. You can write it down if you have a pen, but you're not obliged. Now I want you to connect. Connect with someone near you and share that struggle. Don't be shy. Take 10 seconds, anyone near you, and share that struggle that you're facing right now. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, that's right. Now we got you talking, we got you moving. I see you're ready to make. Hold on to that struggle if you didn't get a chance to share. So this struggle that you've just shared, or are still sharing, you guys are excited about these struggles. All right. So, what I want to say is this, is that you've just now, by sharing that struggle with someone near you, you have just taken the first step to overcoming it. And that's because now you know you're not alone. Everyone in this room, and it sounds like there were a lot of people with struggles, everyone in this room has just admitted to struggling with their creativity. And it's important to connect and share those challenges with others, and not just because we need feedback or collaboration, but it's a necessary part of the process because we also need to feel seen and heard and accepted through our creativity. So I'm up here talking about creativity, creative process, creative struggle. What is creativity anyway? Take a moment to yourself to reflect, answer that question for yourself. What is a definition of creativity? No one has to say it out loud, but just think, and don't take too much time. How many people here said the definition of creativity is to think outside of the box? Ooh, not very many. How many people said to use your imagination to think of an original or disruptive idea? Okay, we're at a Tech and Innovation Conference. That's probably the way. What about coming up with something new? Okay. All right, so these are things that I hear as a professor of design strategy, as a consultant and facilitator of design methodologies. For me, these are the most common definitions that I hear when I hear people talk about creativity. And the thing that I don't like about those is that even though they're widely accepted, they focus on the outputs of our creativity, and they pull away from how complex it really is to be creative and practice creativity. So what if I told you that the definition of creativity is you? And I'm not talking about everyone here is creative or can be creative. I mean, in the dictionary, the definition of creativity has your name next to it, which would then, of course, mean that the definition of creativity is you, is you, is you, is me. And all of these definitions, they don't have to be judged or criticized or ever agreed upon, because they're different for each one of us. When you thought about the definition of creativity, what context were you thinking of? I suppose, again, because we're here, many of you thought about tech and innovation in the context of creativity. There's a big push, of course, on performing arts and visual arts to help us define creativity. We can think about the context of creativity and health and well-being. The point being is that there are lots of contexts and ways where our creativity is needed and asked for. And context matters when you're thinking about creativity. So I'm going to have you reflect again now and think about, if creativity is you right now in this context, what is creativity? Really think about that. What are your unique superpowers? I shared some of mine with you. What are your superpowers? What's your motivation for being here over the next 2 days? What's your motivation to create? How do you approach the creative process? How do you struggle with the process? You might not be able to answer all of these questions right now, and that's okay, but you will want to reflect on these questions to connect and start connecting with your motivation to create. There are lots of debates right now, right? That technology is killing our creativity. And I've worked with enough human beings to know that the thing that's killing your creativity is you. And that's a harsh reality, a harsh pill to swallow. But you may be killing your own creativity by not being you. And when you're not you, when you don't share your creative voice or you lose your motivation, you get lost. And the further you pull away from your motivations and your reasons for creating, the more apt you are to fall into procrastination mode, creative block, etc., etc. Again, to be creative, you have to do creative. I want you to think about now your superhero. Think about a superhero name. I shared my superpowers with you. If you could make yourself a superhero for these next 2 days, walking out there and facing everyone, what would be your superhero name? Superheroes have superpowers, but they also have a kryptonite, which is a vulnerability, something that weakens your creativity, something that holds you back from being the best collaborator or sharing or pitching your story. So think about your kryptonite. My kryptonite happens to be distraction. And when I took on my book, I had a lot of overwhelm and creative block and lots of things to distract me with various projects and anything like admin or emails. And I borrowed a motto from a friend. She said, starve distraction, feed the focus. And every time I got overwhelmed or creative block, that's what I would do. Starve distraction, feed the focus. Starve distraction, feed the focus. And I used that again in preparing for you here today. So now you have your superhero name, you know your superpowers, you've maybe reflected on that kryptonite. What is your superhero motto? How are you going to go out there and face the conference as a superhero? Think about that motto and how it reflects your creative process. There is one kryptonite that I think all of us deal with, and that is the labels that we get from various people or narratives or messaging that we receive that we are either creative or not creative. And these labels are sometimes not given correctly, and it creates divides in teams. And I hear this a lot when working with companies where people will say, they just don't understand what we do. Creatives, that's for the creatives. or I'm not creative, and that creates a lot of insecurities, and it limits our ability to actually innovate. So what I encourage you to do is to not know everything, and everyone doesn't have to be equal, but to respect and understand that others that you're creating with have different imaginator types. They also have vulnerabilities and superhero powers. We are here over these next 2 days to reclaim the future. That's what Mariko was just talking about, right? We are here. Each one of us are here to reclaim, recreate the future that we imagined. How are you going to go out there over the next 2 days? You're going to have a lot of chances to meet, to connect, to collaborate, to make what you imagine. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes. Okay. I want you to remember when you go out there that you are creative, and not everyone has the guts to be creative. You're going to run into a lot of people that don't understand maybe your vision, and that's okay. Not everyone has to like, love, or get you. But that doesn't mean that you can't still connect and stay close and clear to the things that you love and why you want to create. If you ever feel disconnected from your creativity, like I said, first and foremost, to be creative, you have to do creative. Dig deep for that motivation. Activate your creative action points. Imagine, make, connect, reflect. And never, ever forget how incredible and wonderful it is to be creative. Thank you.